Hello, everyone. This is Vinny, and I'm about to invite Mr. Adam Doran into our talk. One moment. Let's see. Lammers. Uh, can you access? Alrighty. Well, I got introduced to Adam through a recent friend I just met at a recent seminar I was at. It was a life hack event hosted by Robert Hollis and Bill Ebert. Certainly check them out at lifemechanicuniversity.com. And while I was there, I met Lisa, and we were just talking about influencer and great people of great value. And so she mentioned Adam. So this is in fact our first time exchanging vocal words to each other, and really just hanging out to see what his visions are, what he's planning on doing with his career, certainly where he came from, his past, and all that good stuff. So I'm not really sure what we can expect, but I can certainly assure you we can expect good stuff. But as far as content, it's going to be on the fly. So just stay tuned. Let's see. Can you access? Okay. I will see event page. Copy. All right. I'm still learning how to use Google Hangout, so you're going to have to excuse me on that. In any case, this is my office, which is attached right to my. Hey, Adam.
Hey, what's up? Can you see me?
I can see you. I can hear you as well. Actually, one second. Let me turn off my Bluetooth. It's going to echo.
Okay, just so you know, like our timing, I've got 4 things going at once, and they'll settle down. But I've got alerts beeping in. I got a friend that's going to be knocking on the door, so we are going to have one interruption.
It's okay. You know, I was actually doing a few work as well, and I looked at the time. I was like, oh my goodness, 10 o'clock. Let me go on Facebook, check if see if you sent me a message, and lo and behold, you did. So I was like, okay, I gotta keep my promise. 10 o'clock it is.
All right, sorry, brother. We both off to a busy start today. It looks like so.
I think it's a good thing, Adam.
Yeah, no, actually, yes, things are blowing up in my business, and it's extremely exciting. It's hard for me not to smile all the time right now.
I'm so happy for you, and I'm certainly would love to start. But before you start, it's funny because last year a lot of my friends, every time I ask them, "Hey, how's it been? How's it going?" "Oh, it's okay, same thing," and it's the same reply. And certainly when we talk to someone of high caliber like yourself, Adam, it's a different response. So I'm loving what I'm hearing.
Thanks, brother. I'm trying to adjust the light so I'm not glowing. The way my home office is positioned, like there's a window right next to me, and it's the brightest window in the house at this time of day. So I'm sorry.
It's okay. Look, I got 2 windows. So
yeah.
I have a lamp here and have a lamp here. You don't see it, but I'm trying my best to do lighting too.
All right. Anyway, so It was really cool of Lisa to say nice things. I really appreciate her doing that. So I guess she's the reason that you know about me. So that's cool.
Yeah. Before you jumped on, I was sort of edifying you on what I know about you so far. We were talking about highly enthusiastic, momentous people who were taking action. And then, of course, we were talking about spirituality and such. And she was like, "Hey, do you know the guy named Adam?" It's like, no, I don't. She was like, "Well, I'm not going to talk about him anymore, but make sure you friend him, tell him I said."
That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
And so here we are.
So you're a professional networker too, I'm going to assume.
I just started last year, Adam, and it didn't go too well. So still plugging in, still trying my best, to learn the ins and outs. But
oh, dude, you have what it takes. I mean, I can already tell you have what it takes. So
I appreciate that. And how long have you been in networking?
I've only been networking since November of 2014. I mean, I did it without knowing that I was in networking years and years ago. When I got started in college back in 1999, I sold knives for Cutco for a short time, that's vector marketing. I'm sure you've known somebody or heard of them. And I do still have my original set of knives. And Cutco produces a quality product, but what I didn't understand at that time that I understand now is you have to treat it as a business, and you also need to be involved in a business that's sustainable. And that's Cutco's not a, I mean, you got to have customers that come back every month to buy more stuff. I mean, that's just what you have to have. So anyway, so I got into health, and health is where now I've spent my time since November of 2014. And I've built slow, but I've just never quit. So my team just continues to grow, and my customers continue to grow. And so obviously that multiplying effect kicks in, and I'm actually right there. I'm right on the cusp of that. Like, I just added that next business member that's really causing, I mean, I can just see it. I can just see it taking off, and it's pretty exciting and phenomenal. So
How do you feel your business is at this point? And I know you're smiling like sunshine rainbow right now, but it's only been about, I would say, a year and what, 3 months, 15 months since you've been in the business?
Yep. Yep.
So
well, I'll just tell you exactly where I'm at. I'm at a couple $100 extra a month right now. But with this newest member, I'm very confident it's going to be a couple $1,000 extra a month, and go from there. I mean, she's just that much of a rock star, and she's off to that fast of a start. So, matter of fact, I have a very nice paycheck coming this week. This week's paycheck should be around $500. So yeah, we're already crossing that threshold.
Super awesome.
Yeah.
Now, let me ask you, since it's been 15 months, how do you keep yourself motivated to keep on going? A lot of people has been saying, after a year, I expect to see 4 or 5 figures in my paycheck. But of course, we're starting from bits of sand every single day. How do you stay motivated? How do you stay plugged in order to keep on moving forward with the business?
Well, to be fair, for the last 5 years, I've been doing entrepreneurial stuff. I've been in real estate, wholesaling real estate and doing rental properties. And so it was through that time that I've done kind of the entrepreneur roller coaster and just learned that there's highs and lows. And so it was a process, because the first 2 or 3 years, I had a lot of times where I would literally, man, I would just cry, and I would feel like a failure, and I'd be like, I'm never going to make it. This was stupid. But the caliber of people that I hang out with has gotten better. And so I think key number 1 is by surrounding myself with the right people. I think that's been number 1. And then as a result of that, I do a lot of the other things right. Like number 2, I'm immersed in self-development, because I have to be. Because if I want to keep up with the people I've surrounded myself with, I got to be able to hang with the conversation. There's my friend. Give me just a minute. Give me just a minute.
Take your time. All right. Since Adam is away, I want to brush up on a few things he was talking about. Certainly his inner circle has changed. So the last 15 months, I'm not sure how his life has been before he joined the networking industry. However, I'm pretty sure that his inner circle has changed. I'm pretty sure, and I'll ask him to explain or to tell a story. I'm sure he had reached out to a few individuals of higher earnings, higher intelligence that could help him, because look where he's at now. He's progressive. He's not. I'm sure. Well, I can't speak for him, but as you guys have been hearing, he's a continual learning student, right? And so he did not have the fear, or at least he built up the courage to reach out to a few individuals and have asked for help to get him to where he was at. Oh, you're back. All right.
What's up, brother?
I was just reiterating what you were saying, but go on.
That's awesome. No, that's awesome. Yeah, so I think key number 1 was surrounding myself with the right people. And then number 2 is being immersed in self-development. And then number 3 is, I started taking my vision and my goals really seriously. Like, instead of wishing or just hoping, I really started putting pen to paper. And I have to confess, and I know everybody has different parts of personal development where they really get hung up. And for me, that was that I really passed off the idea of written goals as, I don't need that. I know what I want. It's up in my head. It's up here. I know what I want. And I shouldn't have done that. I slowed my progress down. I know it sounds so basic and rudimentary and remedial. And that was part of it, was my ego getting in the way, being like, I don't have to do that. I know some people have to do that, but I don't have to do that. Well, yeah, you do. Everybody has to do it. And when a couple of friends of mine that make 7 figures plus started saying, look, man, it's what I do. And I know it's basic, but everybody has to do it. I don't care if you think it's stupid. Just shut up, listen to me, and do it. So I did that. And I bought Darren Hardy's course, Living Your Best Year Ever. And he has and I'm not getting anything for this endorsement, but I've never seen anything quite like it. He has an amazing system of both laying out your goals in a specific defined format and in tracking. So you're checking in on yourself every day and every week. And then at the end of every week, you're also checking in with your peak performance partner, which is an accountability partner. And since I started doing that, it's amazing. It's amazing because what you do is you keep momentum going. It feels so good to put a big X in each one of the check boxes for my action items every day. Like, I'll just give you an example, man. And here's what's cool too. When you're doing that and you see yourself making that progress, it builds momentum and you get excited and you go beyond what you established for yourself as your daily minimums. So I'll just give you really one quick example. There's a certain pay level I want to make in my networking company. And I know that what that equates to, if I want to make that happen before July 1st, that equates to every day I have to make at least 5 new connections, and I've got to follow up with 5 people every day. And when I say follow up, that doesn't necessarily mean customers or people I'm trying to recruit. That just means I'm following up with 5 people in my network every day just to keep my network alive and, you know, keep the connections with the people that I already have. So I want you to look at this list because I've started keeping a list every day of who I contact. And check out this list, man. This was yesterday. Oh, it's going to be bright. Okay.
Right.
You can basically see there's more than 10 names, right? Okay. So like if I was doing my minimums, I would have 10 names, 5 new connections, 5 follow-ups. And instead yesterday I had 16 new connections and 12 follow-ups because I checked that checkbox early in the day and I'm like, nah, man, I don't have to stop there. Like I got excited and I just kept going. So, yeah, the momentum's just amazing. And I'm already started on my list for today. And you're one of my follow-ups today, one of my 5 people that I've already connected with and following up with. So yeah, man, it's just, it's exciting. So those are kind of the things that I did to answer that question you just asked me.
That's phenomenal. One of the things I remember from Tony Robbins' talk was taking action produces energy, and even just the action of crossing out one of your to-do builds momentum, and momentum is addicting. Would you agree?
Absolutely. I just enrolled new business members last night on the phone, and so that sent me in today with tremendous momentum. So guess what? I've already checked in on like 2 people, 2 customers, and we're going to be placing another order later today. So like my volume this week's going to see a huge boost. And you know what? I don't want to quit. Like I just want to keep tearing up the phones and calling people all the way through the rest of the week. So, you know, this may very well be the best week I've ever had just because, you know, that momentum and that fire.
So you want to connect with 5 people per day. How many people are you speaking to on average? And I hate putting a number on how much you have to do, but if you were to place a numeric value on how much people you speak on a daily basis, just to let the viewers, future viewers who is watching this hear, what would you say?
Okay, so keep in mind that I absolutely like adore people and like connecting and building relationships is my #1 talent. You know, some people's talents, action taker. Some people is being analytical and doing research. Mine is connecting with people. So because of that, I mean, that's really what keeps me going. So on a daily basis, average, I'm going to talk to between 20 and 30 people. But that's me. And you don't have to be near that active in your connecting to be super successful. Literally, with that 5 a day, if you reached out to 5 new people a day, you're off to a great start. As a matter of fact, I've heard it said in network marketing circles, 2 a day brings freedom my way. And I believe that too. I mean, if you're good at connecting, you connect with 2 good, solid people every day, that could make the difference for you too. It's just, I get a lot of energy from it. It's kind of my lifeblood to connect and build relationships. So, you know, 20 to 30 a day is a typical day for me. But for me, that feels effortless because I'm spending time in my one talent that, you know, it's my one thing. That's what I do. So.
And was this a natural talent for you, or how? And if it wasn't, how long did it take you to really get accustomed to reaching out to this many amount of people? Follow with that question: how much did you start out with when you first started back in November of 14?
Back in November of 14.
Yeah, I'm sorry to interrupt you. Can you adjust your microphone? It's staticky right now.
Yeah. As in, I'm too loud.
No, it's like robotic. But I can still understand you, but it's just static in the background as well.
All right. Microphone. Let's try something real quick.
Okay.
Any better now?
No. Are you using the external microphone or?
I am using the mic that is on the webcam.
Oh, okay.
Don't have a clip-on mic with us today.
Go on. When you replay this, you'll see what I mean. But we can live
Okay.
with this.
Okay. I could also see if maybe closing down a couple apps improves the quality. I don't know if it will, but we'll try it. All right. Did our data get any better?
It's the same, but no worries. No worries. Let's continue.
Tell me what your question was again, brother.
When you started back in your networking profession in November of 14, I guess what was your perspective on reaching out to X amount of people, and how much did you reach out to? For you, as we're talking as of today, now you're doing 30 to 50. I'm pretty sure even more on a good day. Just want to show people where you started and how you started, and as far as like reaching out to new prospects.
I was doing 2 to 5 a day back then, and that was I had to develop and build a lot of confidence. And my focus changed, because back then I was focused on growing a business. I was like, I need to have a customer. I need to have a business member. And it's different now. My focus is more, okay, I know what I can offer people. So what's their need that they have that I can address so that I can help them solve a problem? And when you change your orientation, your posture changes, because it's not about, oh, I need a customer, oh, I need a business member. It's about, how can I help this person that's in front of me right now? And, even when people say no, which people say no a lot of the time, it still feels good to know that I'm coming from an angle of how can I help? Trying to help them rather than trying to help me. And then obviously in the process, it follows naturally that it does help you because your business grows.
It's phenomenal. It goes back to the saying, to be a friend. Well, to get a friend, you have to be a friend, All right, awesome. I'm actually asking you questions on the fly right now. I'm sort of blanked out. Oh, got another question for you. In comparison to your previous vocation as a real estate agent, correct?
Real estate investor, which I do still buy properties, but I don't actively wholesale and sell properties anymore. So I would say it's more of a passive thing.
How would you compare the two? I mean, they're both business in a sense. How would you compare the two vocation according to your experience now?
So here's what I would say about networking and why I think it's the best business model on the face of the planet. In any kind of selling real estate, or basically selling anything, but here's what caused me to step back from real estate and really focus on networking. I did have some really killer months in real estate, but the thing is, it can be very feast or famine when you're selling real estate. And I had to be at the office and I had to be present in order for checks to come in. So if I would step away for a week or several weeks, activity stopped. So that's not really a business. That's more of being self-employed and kind of owning a job. But you have to be there. You have to trade your time and effort for money. And I also didn't have a well-established system. When I looked at my networking business, and after we got several months in and I started having a team and things started duplicating and multiplying, I saw that there's a system in place. Everything's built for me. I mean, think about it. You don't have to have a human resources department. You don't have to have a payroll department. All that's handled in your back office, and the company keeps track of everything for you. All you have to do is find people and connect with them and plug them into your business system, and from there, the system takes over. And of course, as you bring on team members and train them and teach them the systems and duplicate, once duplication takes place, you don't have to be there in order for those folks to keep the wheels turning. And so all of a sudden, I found myself in a position where, like August, I took a trip, crossed some items off my bucket list. I drove across the Rocky Mountains, went out to Colorado Springs, Salt Lake City. I soaked in the hot springs in Colorado. Both of those things, the drive across the Rockies, hanging out in the hot springs, those were two things that were on my bucket list. And I got them both checked off my list. And guess what? I still got paid that week while I was gone. And so upon my return home to Kansas City, I thought to myself, this is a real business. This is a cash flowing asset. I have systems and I have people in place, and I get paid whether I'm at the office that week or not. And so with that realization, I was like, I need to step back from my real estate activities, because even if I could have a good month, I'm not getting paid consistently like that. And I don't have a system that takes the weight off my shoulders like that. So at that point, which was about September, October, when I started realizing that after I got back from that trip in August, I decided to really go full time on my networking business, and I don't regret it. It's turned out to be probably one of the best decisions I made as far as focus is concerned. So that's why, or that's the difference between the two businesses I noticed, and that's why I decided to really lean into my networking business.
Awesome, phenomenal. Hey, Adam, I know you have a lot of things to do, and so do I. So I kind of want to cut it short, but before we end this, could you let the folks know, if whoever's listening, they're interested in connecting with Adam and learning more, even working alongside with him, could you give the audience really how to connect with you?
Yeah, there's really, the best ways are LinkedIn and Facebook, because I've got those apps on my phone and stuff comes in right away. But on Facebook, I'm Adam Doran. It's Doran. And I mean, it's a pretty distinct name. My profile picture is pretty recognizable. LinkedIn, same thing. I'm Adam Doran on there. If you connect with me on either one of those, especially just reference, hey, I saw you talking to Vinny, and I'll know where you came from. And then from there, we can connect and message back and forth and swap contact info or whatever. But that's how I prefer to connect with people. Works out really well. Plus, you're going to go there anyway, right? Because you're going to check me out and see what people are saying about me. So.
And certainly, if you're the shy introvert type who, is afraid to reach out to individuals, make sure you reach out to Adam as well on Periscope, right?
Yes, I do daily Periscopes Monday through Friday for small business owners.
There you go. There you go. And listen, guys, you don't have to take a quantum leap, across a gorge in order to get to where you want to be. A little baby mini steps. That was a tongue twister. To reach out, So that's Adam. Adam, did you have any last thing to say, or any question, or you'd like to address the audience?
I just wanted to say thanks a lot, man. I appreciate this opportunity to share with you and share with everybody that's on here. Really honored by that, blessed by that, and I enjoy being able to, if I can encourage somebody or inspire somebody. So thanks a lot for that opportunity.
Yeah, man, absolutely, and we're certainly rooting for you. Looking forward to seeing you more on stage, because I know you were just at a recent event, and you were a speaker as well, which I applaud, which is phenomenal. A huge stepping stone, milestone for you, I'm sure. So in any case, we're going to end this right now. And again, reach out to Adam, phenomenal guy. And we'll be looking forward to seeing you guys again in the next Hangout.
Thanks, Vinny.
Enjoy your day, Adam. Make it happen. Bye-bye.